Hey guys, so in this video we're doing the questions based on what your optical instrument that we have learned recently. Okay, let's start. First I'm having some problem based on what eye, then I'll do problems based on what microscope and telescope. So let's start. Before I start eye problem, once more I want to remind you two important points we have learned in eye. One is called far point, one is called near point. Let's talk about them once more. Suppose this is what your eye, correct na? Then near point, far point. Look here, what's the meaning of that? When I say near point means what? In this range you can't see. After this point only you can see. Correct na? They said near point of your eye is 50 centimeter. Means before 50 you cannot see. After 50 only you can see clearly, right? Okay. Similarly, what is far point? Far point means up to this range you can see clearly, right? After this you can't see clearly. If you are saying that your far point is 100 centimeter, means up to 100 centimeter you will see clearly. An object is placed after 100 centimeter, you cannot see that clearly, means you have myopia. So when the myopia you have, means they will talk about far point. You have hypermetropia, means they will talk about near point. So near point or far point, both you act as an image distance, right now? Okay, let's start. Problem number 1, a person cannot see clearly objects placed beyond what? 100 centimeter. Find the nature and power of the lens required. You cannot see after 100 centimeter, means you cannot see far object clearly, means you have what? Myopia. Because normal, like we defined this near and far, what you defined with that 25 centimeter distance, right? If you cannot see before 25, means you have what? Hypermetropia. You cannot see near object clearly. After 25, means if you cannot see clearly, means what you have? You have myopia. You cannot see far object clearly. Okay, yes. So in this case, this is your eye, right? They said he cannot see after 100. This is 100 centimeter, right now. This is what your far point. After this you cannot see clearly. Suppose object is placed here, you cannot see that clearly. So image distance given this one, that's your object distance, right? Also they did not mention object distance. So I told you, when object distance not given in case of myopia, you want to see what? Infinity. You want to see clearly up to what? Infinity. So object distance will be what? Infinity. Okay, let's write formula. 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Let's put the sign convention. So in this case, your direction of light like that is the light direction. Object placed here, light going like that way. So you want to measure image distance, it will be negative. Object distance, that will be negative. Focal length we are finding, so you don't put sign convention, right? Yes. So 1 by f or power also you can say 1 by minus v. Image distance means what? Your near point or far point, what are given, like given 100. So that's what your minus 100, and this becomes 1 by infinity, it becomes 0. So minus 1 by 100. So focal length is what? Minus 100 centimeter. That's what your focal length required. Means you need a concave lens first, right? Power you need, opposite of focal length called power. So power will be what? Minus 1 diopter, right? Minus 1 diopter. Can you understand directly now? Power is what? 1 by f in meter. So 1 by f is minus 100 centimeter is what? 1 meter. So what is the power? 1 diopter and negative, right? Means you need a concave lens. Okay, let's move on. Second question, a far-sighted person has a near point of what? 60 centimeter away. Find the power of the lens required to read a book at distance of 25 centimeter. Right. So look here. Here what is given? Is given that there is a person which has a far point of 60 centimeter. Means before 60 he cannot see clearly. Right. He cannot. I wrote wrong. Near point. Okay, near point is given 60 centimeter, means in this range he cannot see. Before 60 he cannot see. After 60 only he can see clearly. And in this case what happens? Far point means what? After that he cannot see clearly, right? Before he can see clearly. So be careful. So this point is given what? 60. He want to read a book where it's placed at 25 distance, right? This is what your object distance. This is what your image distance. Clear? So obviously this has problem of what? Hypermetropia. He cannot see near object clearly, right? Okay. So same formula, 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Let's put sign convention. Light is coming this direction. You are watching this direction. Object distance negative, image distance negative. Focal length we are finding. So don't put sign convention. Minus minus. So 1 by f is equal to 1 by image distance means what? Your far point or near point. So minus 60 and this minus minus become plus, so 1 by what? 25. So you can simplify this, we will get some answer. 1 by f is equal to 1 by 25 minus 1 by what? 60. Okay. Okay, so what LCM you can take? You can take what? 60 and 25, right? So when you divide 25, you got 60 times, this becomes 25 times, so this is what? 35 by what? 60 into what? 25. So this is what your focal length, right? Yes. So if you multiply this term just with 100, you will get power directly, or your procedure, you find focal length 60 into 45 by 35, correct? That's your focal length, then you find power. So I am doing directly only. Power will be equal to what? Just 35 into by 60 into 45, this in centimeter, multiply with 100. Okay, that will be what? Diopter. You can calculate this number. I am not calculating. Positive answer, right? Positive power we need, because we need here what? Convex lens to remove this defect. Okay, because near objects we cannot see clearly. Near point was given. Near point means in this range, till this we cannot see clearly. Far point means in this range we can see clearly, after that we cannot see clearly. Okay, yes. Let's see one more. What should be the focal length of specs for a person whom near point is 50 centimeter? Again, near point given. Near point given 50 centimeter. This is near point, right? Means in this range you cannot see clearly. Before this you cannot see clearly, after that you can see clearly. So here, like same question only, here the object distance was given 25, here object distance not given, then you will take what? 25 only, right? Like far object distance not given, that myopia case, then you take as infinity. Similarly, in hypermetropia, distance is not given, object distance will take a 25 distance of vision, right? So object place here at distance of 25 is object distance, that's your image distance. Same formula, right? 1 by f is equal to what? 1 by v minus 1 by u. V and u both are negative, so 1 by u minus 1 by v. Simply u is given as what? 25, 1 by what? 50. 50 took LCM, 2 minus 1 becomes 1 by 50, that's your focal length. So power should be 1 by 50 into what? 100, means what? Plus 2 diopter. That's all. Same question actually, similar only. Here object distance was given, here not given, then you will take what? 25. Clear? Okay. This question, let's see. A thin convex lens of focal length 5 cm is used as a simple microscope, yes, by a person with normal near point of 25 cm. Find the magnifying power. So it's a simple microscope. Focal length of lens is given, and they said that he can see is near normal point is given what? 25 cm. Image distance given. I told you near point, far point simply are the point where the image is seen what? Clearly. That's all. So these are simply image distances, right? Okay. So obviously the formula for this what? MP is what? 1 plus d by Fe. Direct formula we have. So 1 plus d is given 25. F is given what? 5. So that becomes what? 6. This is your answer simply, right? Okay. Question number 5, let's see. A telescope, this is telescope question, of objective and eyepiece of focal length what? 144 and 6 cm. Focal length of eyepiece and objective lens both are given. Find the magnifying power and length of the tube if final image formed at infinity. So when final image formed at infinity, case of telescope, you know what is the MP answer? Simply f naught by Fe. So f naught is given 144 and 6. So this goes 2 times, then it goes what? 4 times 24. That's your magnifying power. Length of tube is called what? F naught plus Fe. Just magnitude only we have to take, right? So that's 144 plus 6. What is the answer? 150 centimeter. That's all. Okay. Okay. Question number 6. A telescope having objective and eyepiece of focal length 60 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Focal length of the eyepiece and objective lens both are given. Is focused on an object such that the parallel rays emerges from the eyepiece. Parallel rays are emerging from the eyepiece means the final image is formed at what? Infinity, right? This is the meaning of that. Parallel rays will emerge from the eyepiece. So means image will formed at what? Infinity. If the object subtends an angle of 2 degrees with the objective lens, find the angular width of the image or the angle that image will subtend. Okay, correct. So I told you magnification, you can say that beta by alpha also, correct. Image subtended with what? Instrument by like unaided eye, right? Beta by alpha. So this you want to find. First you find magnification because image formed at infinity. Parallel rays are emerging from the eyepiece means image formed at infinity. What is MP? MP is what? F naught by Fe, right now. So here all are given to you. this is given 60 by what? 5. 60 by 5. Okay, so this goes what? 12 times. Means magnification is what? 12, right? And this negative sign here, so it should become minus 12. Then NP also equal to what? This one, beta by what? Alpha. So they said NP is what? 12. Angle subtended by image or size of the image, they are asking. Angle subtended with what? Your normal eye, that's given what? 2 degree. So beta should be what? 24 degree. That's your answer simply. Correct. So magnification again, right, in terms of angle also, right? This is called angle subtended by image, angle subtended by what? Your object, right? Or is it that angle subtended with the instrument, angle subtended with what? Your unaided eye, right? Okay. Let's see next question. Diameter of moon is given to you this much kilometer, and distance from the earth is also given to you. It is seen by a telescope of focal length 4 objective focal length 4 centimeter, and eyepiece is given 10 centimeter 4 meter and what? 10 centimeter given. Find the angular diameter of the image of the moon. Same formula you have to use. MP should be equal to what? Beta by alpha. This is what? Your image, that's what? Your object, right? You can say. So look what is given to you. Diameter of the moon. Suppose this is your moon, this diameter is given to you and you are watching from earth, so that distance also given to you. How much distance given? This distance, let's be given something. Okay, so this angle subtended is what? Theta, correct na? Yes. So first let's check what is this theta, because angle is very small, so tan theta is equal to theta itself, be right? So theta is simply equal to what? How much? Let's say this by what? That distance, right now? Approximately that distance we calling. So diameter is given what? 3.5 into 10 power what? 3 kilometer, by distance is given 3.8 into 10 power 5 kilometer. Okay, let's cancel this 35 by 30 and 2 power goes out, so 0.09, correct? This should be the angle, or one more 0, because 2 zeros. Yes, correct, only this much only. Okay, this is given what? Radian. Okay, this angle subtended, okay, with eyes. Now look here, what is given to us? Focal length both are given, and this object is very very far, so you say that image is formed at infinity, that case we are talking. So MP you can also write what? Simply F naught by what? FE. F naught given 4 meter, FE is given what? 10, okay, 400 centimeter. You can write this 10 centimeter is what? 40, and negative sign always, so minus 40. Okay, this is what? Minus 40. Now so MP also equal to what? That one, beta by what? Alpha. So they are asking what is beta. Beta is what? 40 into alpha, that's what? 0.09. So 4 into 9 is what? 36, and 2 zeros again 0.36 radian. That will be your answer. Okay, yes. This is both question in terms of like angular width. Okay, angular width of the image by angular width of the object, or is it the angle subtended by the instrument by angle subtended by what? Your naked eyes. Okay. Question number 8. The magnification due to a compound microscope is given 30. Total magnification given. Focal length of the eyepiece is 5 centimeter and image is formed at least distance of vision. Okay, given. Find the magnification due to objective lens. We know that magnification is what? M naught into what? ME first, right? Total magnification given, right? And they are asking magnification due to what? Objective lens. So this is given to us, this we need, so we have to find ME. Yes, ME you can find directly, because magnification to eyepiece is what? Image is formed at what? Least distance of vision. So that becomes 1 plus D by what? FE. That's a formula, right? So let's calculate. This will be 1 plus D is what? 25. Correct. FE given to us. FE is given what? 5 centimeter. So this becomes what? 6. Correct. So this is your answer. M naught, they are asking M naught will be M by ME. M is given 30 by what? 6. So answer is what? 5. This is your magnification due to what? Objective lens. Okay. Last question. They said a compound microscope, okay, is consist of focal length of objective piece given 2 centimeter and focal length of eyepiece given 6.2 centimeter, separated by a distance of 15 centimeter. Separated by distance of 15 centimeter means what? Length of the tube is given 15 centimeter. How far an object should be placed from the objective lens, means U naught they are asking, in order to obtain final image at least distance of distinct vision. final image is formed at least distance of distinct vision, where should the object should be placed? They are asking where should be the object placed. Look here, many things are given to us. I'm writing here what is given. F naught given 2 centimeter, FE given 6.25 centimeter, length of the tube given how much? 15 centimeter, correct. And U naught we have to calculate. Final image is formed at what? D, right? This is given that final image is formed at what? D, distance of vision. So final image from distance of vision, then we should know that formula. We don't need magnification here because they're not asking magnification, okay? They're asking only what is U naught. So look here, in order to calculate U naught, what we need? We need to write formula, right? 1 by F naught is equal to 1 by V naught minus 1 by U naught. F naught we know. So we have to calculate what? V naught, objective distance. Sorry, image distance due to what? Objective lens. V naught we have to calculate. Then we can calculate what? U naught. Object distance in real we have to calculate. So look, L is given. What's the use of this? Look here. L in this case is what? L, you remember L is equal to what? This is the answer. V naught plus UE. Correct? This is the answer. So L we know. If we can calculate UE can calculate, then we can calculate V naught also, right? So once more I am drawing picture here. This is your lens. If you remember, this is called objective lens, eyepiece. This is called objective distance, U naught. Your first image is formed somewhere here. This is called what? V naught. This is called what? UE, right? So final image is formed somewhere, suppose here. That is called what? UVE, which is given here D. That final image is formed at distance of vision. So first what you know, for this lens, look here, all we know. For this lens we know focal length, we know image distance also we know because given distance of vision. So what we can calculate? We can calculate is UE, objective distance for our eyepiece. Let's write equation. 1 by FE is equal to 1 by VE minus 1 by UE. Let's put sign convention. Light is coming in this direction. Light coming in this direction. What is the focal length of this eyepiece? Positive. Yes. What is the image distance? We going in this direction, against. So this is what? Image distance will be negative. UE we want to calculate, so we will not put sign convention. So let's put what is focal length for this lens? Eyepiece. Eyepiece given what? 6.25. 6.25 is equal to minus 1 by V. So that is given how much? 25 centimeter minus 1 by UE. So UE I am sending other side. 1 by UE is equal to what? Minus 1 by 25 minus 1.6.25. So I take 25 LCM. 25 goes minus 1 time, 6 goes minus 4 time, minus 5 by 25. So from I am getting UE is equal to minus 5 centimeter. I have calculated what? Objective distance for what? Eyepiece. Okay. Now objective distance I know what? Length of the tubes. I am writing this formula to calculate V naught. From this formula, what is V naught? Look here. L is equal to what? V naught plus what? UE in magnitude only. Okay. This is given 15. V naught we need. This is given what? 5 in magnitude. Okay. It's minus 5. Don't put here minus. Just magnitude. It means V naught is coming what? 10 centimeter. Objective image distance to objective lens we know. Now we know V naught we know. F naught we know. We have to calculate what? U naught. So look here, what is formula again? 1 by F naught is equal to 1 by V naught minus 1 by U naught. I wrote lens formula for objective lens. Okay. Put sign convention. Okay. Focal length is positive. Yes. Okay. And image distance in this direction. So image distance positive. We have to calculate what? Objective distance. So we will not put sign convention here. So I send on the other side. You see 1 by U naught should be equal to 1 by V naught minus 1 by what? F naught. 1 by V naught is what? 10 centimeter. Focal length already calculated what? 2 centimeter. Okay. 10 you take LCM. 10 goes 1 time, 2 goes 5 time. So 1 by U naught is coming minus 4 by 10, or U naught is coming what? 10 by 4 means minus 2.5 centimeter. Negative, yes, negative, because object is placed in that direction against the light, right? So minus 2.5 centimeter, that's your answer. Okay. Okay. This was the main thing. Apart from this, the one small topic comes at the end that called the natural phenomena associated with that light, like formation of rainbow, scattering of light, why the sky look blue. So let's talk small things about them. You should know already them. So let me talk about rainbow. So we are talking some natural phenomena associated with what? Light. Okay. So one phenomenon is called your rainbow formation, right? So after the rain or drizzling, when rain is gone, you see rainbows, right? So rainbow happens due to what? Dispersion of the light and reflection of the light. So when light is coming from sun and when they like enter in a water molecules, right, in air, then what happens? This water molecule is just like a lens only, like a prism only, right? It will disperse the light and it will reflect light also. So light will be separated into what? 7 colors that we see as a rainbow, right? So rainbow happens due to what first? It happens due to what? Dispersion of the light and what? Reflection and what? Refraction. All three things are happening. Okay, what happening? Dispersion also happening, splitting into colors, reflection happening, TIR also will happen, and reflection will also happen. Light will bend also, right? Yes. So suppose actually what happens? This is what? Water drop. One ray coming like this one. It will hit here. So it will bend and it starts splitting into colors also. Then here what will happen? TIR will happen. So light will come out and we see what? 7 color like this way. Okay. Yes. Two type of rainbow we call. One is called primary rainbow. Primary rainbow, right? Primary rainbow is the main rainbow, okay, which is seen almost clearly. We can see it clearly. So there are 7 colors, and sometimes they can ask you what's the order of the colors, right? Now, which color is the innermost? Suppose this is a rainbow. 7 color, all 7 colors you can draw here. So the inner color in your primary rainbow is what? Violet in color. Sorry, I said wrong. Inner color is what? Red in color. The innermost color is what color? Red color in primary rainbow. Outermost will be what? Your violet. This is an order of what? Your Vibgyor only, right? Okay. You want to see the primary rainbow? Your angle. First, how you see rainbow? This question was asked recently in our exam also. If you want to see rainbow, the sun should be at the back of you, right? Sun is on the back side and rainbow should be in front, then you can see it, okay? So sun should be at the back of you to see what? Rainbow. So I was talking that at what angle we should see. So angle that you can see rainbow is what? 40 to what? 42 degree. At this you can see the primary rainbow. Okay. With primary rainbow what happens? Less clear, secondary rainbow also form, okay? Secondary rainbow also form. So secondary rainbow for first, this color order is actually just opposite. Is very important. Secondary rainbow, the color order is just opposite. The inner color is what? Violet in this case, and outer color will what? Red. Please focus here. Sometime they can ask you, like 2-3 years ago they have asked you how to see rainbow. So primary rainbow, main rainbow, which is what? Clear generally, the innermost color is what? Red color, and outermost is what? Violet. While in a secondary is opposite order, right now. Okay. To see this we need 40 to 42 degree primary. Here we need around 50 to what? 53 degree angle to see this rainbow clearly. Okay. Okay. Apart from that talk, like what is this? Scattering of light, right? Scattering of light. Okay, so what happens when light is coming? The dust molecules and this air molecule, many things are there in air. So they spread the light into, okay. So this spreading of light or spreading of this energy is called what? Scattering of light. Okay, so which light scattered most, which get least, depends on their wavelength. Okay, so I'm telling scattering intensity. Scattering intensity of light is actually inversely proportional to what? Wavelength power 4. What? Wavelength power 4. More the wavelength, less scattering. Means that color will travel for long distance without like disappearing, right? Okay. So you see that red color, red color has what? Red color has lambda max. Correct? Na? So the scattering will be what? Minimum for red color, right? Scatter what? Minimum. So see this, like we have seen during sunset and sunrise, we see sun as the sky color of the skies look like reddish or orange type, right? Why? Look here, because let me draw this. Okay, so when you are here, this is your earth, sun is here during sunrise, the distance is what? Very long. The distance of the sun and the earth is what? Long. Means the light has to travel what? Over long distance, right? So the other colors get scattered on the way. But red color has what? Longest wavelength, so minimum scattering happens, so red color reaches toward you. So you see the sky as sun as what? Like red color, right? Same thing happens what? Sunset. But this opposite happens at what? During daytime. Daytime, this is daytime, your sun is very close to you, right? During sunrise, sunset is what? Very far. So when light is traveling this long distance, other colors get scattered, okay, but only red color will reach to you, right? Because scattering happens minimum in what? Case of what? Red color, okay. So but what I'm saying, during daytime, during noon time, the sun is just over your head, is at minimum distance from you. So what happens? The maximum scattering happens for what? Blue color. Blue color get at what? Maximum scattering. So you can see that blue color as sky, right now. So the color of the sky look as what? Blue to you, correct? So scattering is associated with what? Wavelength, right? Inversely proportional to what? Lambda power 4, correct? And so that's all. Why sun looks like reddish during sunset and sunrise, and why skies look blue during what? Daytime, okay? So these were some phenomena, you can read out them, there's no big thing. So we have done completely now ray optics. In one separate video I will do the PYQs from the ray optics. Till that, goodbye. And if you have any problem, if you not understood something from this, please put in the comment. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.